Lord have mercy. She was 5'5", extra thick in the thighs.
Welcome, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Glad to be here. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Shout out to the ATL.
Yes. Welcome to GAFollowers. This is our first time to have you.
Yes, sir.
And not our last time at all. We appreciate you coming on our platform.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
All right. So before the books, before the speeches, what was the moment that made you say, nah, I got to dedicate my life to the black liberation?
It was by accident. It was by accident. My parents married when I was in the second grade, maybe the end of first. My father changed my name. I was born Jermaine. My mother named me after Jermaine Jackson because he was the big name before Mike Blue. My father changed it to Umar. When we get to North Carolina, I decide in Jacksonville, North Carolina, that I want to be a psychologist. I don't know where I heard the word from, but that's what I wanted to be. And so I stuck with that my entire life. My parents divorced. We get back to North Philadelphia. I'm from the same neighborhood as Bill Cosby. And so the elementary school that I attended, they had a Black history class. It was not mandatory for the district, but somehow, some way, it was in our school. And so 4th and 5th grade Black history class was my introduction into consciousness, and it was my introduction into public speaking because there was a Black History Month February oratorical contest. So I entered that. I won first place both years, and I never shut up. Now, consequent to 4th and 5th grade Black history class with the oratorical contest, my father takes me to my first family reunion in Baltimore, which is a 2-hour drive from Philadelphia. We're walking in the back of a church. I'll never forget it. And the reason I never forget it is because I almost drowned in the swimming pool at the Days Inn Hotel where we stayed. Because my sister was swimming and everybody's swimming. And I'm like, I look like a sucker being the only boy and I'm not jumping in this water. So I jumped in the water not knowing how to swim and I almost drowned. And thank God for the snow bunny because she swam over. I saw 2 big breasts. I grabbed them and I'm here now. So wherever that snow bunny is, that's the one snow bunny I owe something to. Thank you for saving my life.
Stop. We're giving away $1,000 and a free iPhone 17 Pro. All you got to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel and you can win $1,000 in a phone. Thanks for watching.
So anyhow, walking in the back of that church, we saw all this Frederick Douglass memorabilia. His Bible, his shoes, I think he had a pipe. And of course, I know exactly who he is from Black history class. And I asked my father, I said, why is all this Frederick Douglass stuff at the family reunion? He said, because you're related to him. And so I perked up like, whoa, say that again. He said, you're related to him. And so from that day on, I was going to every family reunion I possibly could. I only recently stopped going a couple years ago because my politics and my platform as a revolutionary Pan-Africanist doesn't gel with the integrationist colorblind ideology of a lot of people in the family. So just to keep the peace, I tend not to go anymore, but I'm still on the family tree. So is my daughter. So I'm saying all that to say, before I left elementary school, my path was set. Right. Everything I did then, I'm doing now. Consequently, the Garvey movement, so the Honorable Marcus Garvey, who is the father of modern Pan-Africanism, not Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism was around before his parents were born, but he's the father of modern Pan-Africanism because he did with Pan-Africanism what Michael Jackson did with basketball or Serena with tennis. They didn't invent it, they reinvented it, right? So Garvey gives us the red, black, and green flag. He gives us the largest black organization in modern history. Malcolm X's father was murdered doing work for the Honorable Marcus Garvey, okay? So the Garvey International Headquarters is in North Philadelphia. My mother purchased my tennis shoes at the Jewish-owned sneaker store right next to the Garvey house. I never knew it was the Garvey house until I come out of undergrad. So mind you, from 4th grade until the end of undergrad, my mother's buying my shoes. This is 12 years next door to the Garvey house. And we never know it's the Garvey house. Once I graduate or once I'm near graduation, they paint it red, black, and green, the Garvey colors. And they put his picture in the window. And I'm standing there one day about to go get some sneakers. And the elder comes around, Elder Johnny Gossett. He's an ancestor now. And he says, can I help you? And I'm like, what are y'all doing here? He said, it's the Marcus Garvey movement, UNIA. Come back Sunday. And so I went back Sunday, and it's been almost 25 years, been more than 25 years, and I'm still a member. I'm a member of the Detroit division now, though, not the Philadelphia one.
Okay.
So my life was set in, if my mother doesn't move in that neighborhood, just to show you how destiny works for all of us, not just me. If we don't live in that neighborhood, I don't go to that school. I don't get that Black history class. I don't get that oratorical contest. She don't buy my sneakers next to the Garvey building. I never get as knee deep into Pan-Africanism as I am now. So I was dropped in where exactly I was supposed to be to fulfill my destiny.
All right. Sound like a good journey there for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do
it comes easy. It comes easy because the first question I get, or a question I get often as I travel around the world, is how do you deal with the detractors or the negativity or the hate rather, right? It gets to you sometimes, but I'm able to deal with it because this walk ain't new for me. Some people just came to black consciousness, right? They got locked up, did a bit, found themselves like Brother Malcolm did, no shame, but they came to it later. Although Malcolm was raised in the Garvey movement, so his story's a little differently. He lost his way, then refound it. But, you know, a lot of brothers come out of jail, a lot of brothers do wrong on the street, they get correct. A lot of brothers join the black bourgeoisie and get uninvited from that table, and they get mad at the system. They come to black consciousness as a reaction to being disinvited from the power table, right? Not me. Mine was organic. Since 9 years old, this is all I know. So when you know that this is your purpose, if you know why you here, you can put up with any what. If you know why you here, you can put up with any what. I know why I'm here, so I can put up with any what. And the love is 50 times stronger than the hate anyway. It's just the hate gets the attention. I have more supporters than everybody else in the black conscious community put together. I have more credentials than everybody in the black conscious community put together. I'm more requested and more popular than everybody in the black conscious community put together. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it's me and it's everybody else.
So tell me, what you think about Atlanta?
I like Atlanta. When I first blew up in 2010, after my Chicago TV interview, September 18, 2010, my Harlem lecture, October 30th, 2010, there was 5 cities, I call them my first 5, that I went to after, well, including New York and Chicago. So there was Chicago, there was New York, there was Cleveland, there was Atlanta, there was Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I might have came to Atlanta 3rd, but I'll never forget it. I wore my Phillies jacket. I'll never forget the first ones, because them are your first ones. So I'm coming to Atlanta like, damn, how's Atlanta going to receive me? And I walked in this joint, it was packed. I said, damn. And I never forget, it was a sister right there. Lord have mercy. She was 5'5", extra thick in the thighs. I'll never forget it. That woman was fine. But nonetheless,